And he's almost dead.
Well, it's lights out for old Glut. He gave it his best shot anyway.
Why did you just walk through those poison?
I'm not sure I know how to eulogize a giant mushroom. Can we leave?
As if you ever eulogize anything we ever kill. Don't act like, oh yes, no, I totally would if I knew how. Hold person and blur. Poison spore, bone cap, lump of myconid flesh. Yeah, I'll just take the rest and put them in my satchel. Alright, well, I guess we're going to have to go talk to Spore and explain to him why I just murdered his fellow sovereign. And I'm expecting him to be like, you did what had to be done, Lord Eve. Hello.
Springer, be at home.
I've sort of brought you peace again. I have slain the creature called Glut. It was scheming to slaughter your circle.
You are one with Spore.
Oh.
Your throat tightens, then relaxes. The air is serene, your mind untroubled.
The songs we sing now carry your spirit.
Oh.
I first named you Peace Bringer. I now name you Kin Spirit.
Like, as far as I'm concerned, I like the Karlach approved of that. I'm not entirely sure why. Is it just because I saved more fighting? But, yeah, the reasons for doing that are, like, a couple. Well, first of all, he was on his own and was like, yes, I will take down this city and rebuild it in my name. 2, Spore helped him and he immediately turned on him. 3, he seemed really quite aggressive and warlike. And I understand that Spore didn't help him and that isn't cool, but that doesn't feel like the fair justification for, you know, killing him and all of his people in order to take over. Okay, Wrath, come and scout for me. Is that a way down? Oh, it bloody well is. Oh, I think that is actually a way down. That is hard to reach if it is. No? No? It looks like a way down. How do I get there? Under there, maybe? No? This area feels really conspicuous. Like, there is a lot of detailing and a whole bloody, like, seemingly mini-boss that has been put here for something that doesn't have anything. You know, like this thing that was just chucked aside, that could have been anywhere. That could have just been on a rock down here. Why build this whole area? I don't think the map is lying in that there is no obvious way to get there. Like, there is this distinct line, you see. That's how I can tell when there's a path. And the line goes all the way around here, and there is nothing past it. Because here's the broken bridge. And, yeah, I don't see a way. Maybe over here? I feel like that light there is important. It's a distinct light to put there. But I don't know how to reach it. Maybe it is just that. Maybe it's just one of those. But why would that be lit down there? All the other lights down there are sort of ambient ones. I don't know. I don't see anything here. There's no path, no interactables. Oh, there is a Maragon halberd I missed. Oh, I wonder. Wonder if it's got something to do with... No, because the masks were a devil item. They were a devil forged thing. I bet there's an answer on these skeletons. I think the fact that there is a Maragon halberd there, implying this is an important place, I'm going to have to try and get someone through it. I don't know if it'll help, but have the blessing of the trickster.
Attention.
Probably won't help, but I'm going to send Karlach in alone. Wow, she can actually clear that distance. That's impressive. Alright, what do we have here? There's another one here. They're just everywhere, these things. Bone. Grab the halberd. Check the skeleton. Oh! Oh, God! Damn, she took a lot of damage then. Dash. It's part of why I sent her, so that she could heal herself. Get back up. Get back up. Get back up. Get it back up. Whoa. Yikes. Jump across. And jump across. Okay. And now wait for that to pop, and then jump across. Pick up the other halberd. Get out of the fire. Ooh. Damn. No, okay. I was expecting one of them to have like a stone. It wouldn't be a book, would it, because of the fire? But yeah, there are lit bloody torches down there. How? Anyway. Yeah, I was expecting it to be like a torch or... not torch, sorry, a stone tablet or something saying, ah, the secret way is this.
A lava elemental. That explains things.
Does it? Hello. I do like that he isn't hostile, though. He's just sort of there. Hello. Can I talk to you? I don't think anyone in our party speaks Primordial. Get out of the fire. There's another skeleton here that I can check, but I've no idea how I'm going to reach it. I suppose down here.
There we go. Soldier, I need your help.
Oh, bugger. Teleport, teleport, teleport. Fucking teleport now. Oh, God, that was close. I don't think that's the way to do it. You know, I don't think that is the way.
Chew me up, quick.
It doesn't seem to actually work. The aspect of the stallion, when it says until long rest, it means once per long rest. Damn, okay, that has actually made that considerably... oh no, never mind. No, I take it all back. Ha! I take it all back. I just didn't see it. Ha ha. Ah! I think this might actually be the answer. Find another route to the Sharon Temple. The bridge connecting the Underdark to the Sharon Temple is gone. To reach the Night Song, we have to go overland. Never mind. Thanks, Karlach. I know you almost died for that, but it's because I didn't read the other part of the quest log that had information about one part of the quest log. That's on me. I do apologise. Throw a heal.
Won't last much longer like this.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Throw a greater heal. Wow, that didn't do much either. But hopefully that's enough. There, that'll do.
Never a dull moment.
Okay. Let's head up this lift then. And I'm assuming this is a one-way trip. You're about to progress on your adventure. Make sure to type any loose ends. I believe that is everything. Unless there's something about this, like decipher books about Orpheus. I don't know. I don't know. I looked it up, and apparently you can actually come back down this lift. So, I don't know. I don't know why they've got this whole thing. Maybe it's to say this will start the next act, but it seems a very, very odd thing to have just here. As far as I can tell, I've done everything. I mean, some of the quests that I've got listed on here are not even in my bloody quest log, but... okay. I'm just gonna go up the lift and we'll see what happens. Yes. Leave Act 1 for somewhere altogether darker. Goody, that's the achievement I just got. Oh! I mean, this wasn't a lift I just came up. Oh. There's the lift. Oh, that is a creepy glow. Alright. Plaque.
Time to press ahead.
Absolutist Expedition Trunk.
We offer our pain to the Lady of Loss, that she may truly know her faithful.
Okay. Do you think that might be a sign, Shadowheart? Do you think maybe that's trying to tell us something? Is this thing trapped? Seems not. Easy.
Have a lot on my mind.
What's this? Another plaque.
In it.
We offer ourselves to the darkness, that blessed Shah may give us her mercy.
Oh, there's someone there. Level 20! Okay. I'll come back to you in a moment. Okay, just some torches and stuff. I wonder who this mysterious weary traveller could be who's level 20 and wearing a red wizard hat. Could be anybody. I'm sure it's no... Where the chisel set. Interesting. Lump hammer. Alright, well, take that just in case. Hello? Hello there.
Who there, wanderer?
Ah!
Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man. May I inquire if perchance you retain among your traveling companions a man who adheres to the given name of Gale?
I can go get him. May I inquire who is inquiring? Gale, you say never heard of him. As a matter of fact, I do. He's resting in camp. I feel like Eve would not be really upfront about this. May I inquire who is inquiring?
Should it be the nature of our acquaintance that interests you, well, you may safely classify Gale and I as friends. Should it be the
Gale and
nature
me.
of your present interlocutor that you desire to drag from the dark and unknown, I shall be glad to aid in your quest for illumination and identify myself as Elminster. Elminster Ormar. Now, if this answer satisfies you, let us linger no longer in this limbo of indecision, but settle on your knowledge of the individual I seek.
He sounds like he's doing a John Hart impression. Is it John Hart? I think it's John Hart. But yes, Elminster. He's like one of the most famous figures in like the Forgotten Realms D&D setting. Like one of the most knowledgeable wizards of all time, I think, if I'm correct. He also appeared in Baldur's Gate, and he said that exact line. The ho there, wanderer, care to rest for a moment to indulge an old man. He said that exact line in Baldur's Gate. Oh, he's so good. I do know Gale, yes. He's at our camp at the moment.
Ever a man of leisure. Would it pain you greatly to assist me along the little voyage I intend to undertake to this aforementioned camp?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding our camp without my assistance. It would be my pleasure.
And I would confirm it to be so. Please. After you.
Okay. Alright, we're just going there then.
My thanks for your excellent guidance. Ah, and yonder I spy the object of my pursuit.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
I don't understand. How so on my behalf?
I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
Mister,
why?
I assume?
Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Don't think so.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Borderdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name, drank naught but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it?
Yes, Gale, where is your decorum? We can part with a few of our rations. I'm not in the habit of taking in vagabonds. I feel like the first one would just be throwing him under the bus. Like, he is being short, but I don't know their history, so I'm not going to just presume that he's the dickhead here. I suppose we could part with a few of our rations?
And a great kindness that would be. See, Gale? Even in these barren parts, the art of hospitality begets inspired new works. If only one keeps up the practice.
Oh, for the love of...
Fine, fine. I'll turn a deaf ear to the clarion calls with which my scorned stomach beseeches me. Graver matters are at hand. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster!
Right. You see, I That is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf
Oh, it is
of
Mistra.
Mistra.
Okay.
The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
You were sent here as an actual divine messenger. I'm surprised she sent you in the first place. What message and charge would that be? Speak fast then. Well, first of all, like, Gale has had a few references to Elminster. Something like, oh well, as Elminster isn't around. But I thought, I didn't for a moment think he actually knew Elminster. Because, like, there have been some references to how Gale is weakened by the parasite, like, or weakened by the absorption thing, so he's normally a much more powerful wizard than he actually is in-game, which is a good way to explain it. But yeah, I didn't for a moment think he actually knew Elminster. That's interesting. I wonder if you had Gale with you, he would have been Weary Traveller, or if he would have just been outright stated as Elminster. I don't know. You were sent here as an actual divine messenger?
Oh, Mistra's delicate feet are ill-suited for the hardships of the road.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mistra would consider forgiveness.
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mistra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils.
Really? That most insidious of evils? Because I'm still struggling with what I think the Absolute to be. And at the moment, my top choices were Shah, Selûne, or some sort of elevated entity. And I was leaning towards the elevated entity, that it was something that sort of stumbled across the ability to control these and decided to use that in a way that, like, the Mind Flayers are unable to, or unwilling to, and began to build this cult through the mind control afforded by the parasites. But those words are weird. The Absolute, that most insidious of evils. That most insidious of evils. It is a known quantity. If it was the most insidious of evils, and maybe I'm reading too much into it, I have a degree in creative writing. I tend to focus particularly on word choice, especially in dialogue, because I think that conveys a lot, and I guess I just trust that they put in as much thought into it as I put into mine. So that wasn't me bragging, that was me saying that I think they're good at this. So I assume that most insidious of evils is a deliberate word choice. With that assumption, it cannot be a new entity. The Absolute has to be known to Mistra, has to be known to Elminster, and maybe even known to Gale, the way it's referred to as that most insidious. But being the most insidious, I'm really just analysing this like 5 words, that has thrown out a lot of my theories. It could be Shah, but I feel they were too disrespectful of her temple. I thought maybe it was Selûne because of the disrespect to the temple, but I don't think Selûne is evil, and this implies that if it was a known quantity, they would know it was Selûne. I do have an idea in the back of my head, because it's a Baldur's Gate game, of who it might be, but it was also like when it spoke, it was a female voice, and that wouldn't line up with the theory that what it could have been. Okay. If the goddess herself is aware, I wouldn't say no to divine intervention. If even the gods know why we're facing these threats alone. Well, there's no evidence that we are. It's just we're on one minor part of it. You wouldn't happen to know of a cure, would you? I think in spite of herself, Eve is going to have to go with, you wouldn't happen to know of a cure, would you? Some all-powerful parasite withering spell, perhaps?
Alas, the creature that afflicts you, the ill-begotten magic that it weaves, is inextricably conjoined with both the greater purpose and the greater master that it serves.
Interesting.
You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive.
Interesting.
It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mystra's belief that only you can.
Yeah. Not loving that. Not loving that as a direction to take this story. Like, okay, I'm alright with the idea of the Absolute being a known entity that is acting presumably under a new name. I can't imagine, because they must have invented the Absolute for this. I don't like that they're taking this personal story we have and going, actually, the fate of the entire universe is at stake. That seems like it's blowing it up way too quickly. And I get why they would save that for the Act 2 opener, but like Act 1 is about your personal struggles, Act 2 is when it broadens up. But you're going from like the worries of 5 people to the worries of literally all of creation forever. And it's like that is a massive leap in this story, to the point where it becomes almost meaningless. And it does also raise the question of why only Gale can do it. I mean, that's always a problem with these things, you know, in a D&D campaign when it's like world-changing events. Why are the adventurers the only people who seem to have any agency in doing this? But even then, it's not like agency, you know, they tend to be tasked to do it. Why is there nobody else who can help? There is not a single other adventurer in the world who can assist with this. I assume it's because we are infected with the parasite but somehow not turning, and I assume that's core to it. But like, Halsin is going to be helping us and he's not infected, so yeah, logically other people can help as long as one of us is doing it too. But Gale alone? How so?
The orb.
Precisely. Mystra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help.
Why is she just spying on me at all times? That's really off-putting.
We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
Also, I don't like that this is planting Gale as very much the main character, or at least the single most important character of both a god and Elminster have said, yep, you're the only one who matters here. I'm willing to let it prove me wrong, but so far this has not been a good look for Act 2. That's monstrous. You're tasking him to kill himself. Say what you will, you can't force the Gale to go through with this. We'll be rid of both Absolute and Gale in one fell swoop. That's monstrous. You're tasking him to kill himself.
He is not. But it seems that Mystra is.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend, but such is Mystra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute, and for your sacrifice you will be redeemed. Such is Mystra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. Meine hastra mistraril Italion thras annas dithra.
That's cool.
It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
That feels token. That feels really just like, yeah, Gale's the important one. Shit, you're here too. You look after Gale. And maybe you could argue that this is like Gandalf and Frodo type thing, or I'm Aragorn to Gale's Frodo to Elminster's Gandalf, because, you know, he clearly has a lot of Gandalf going on with him. He is almost certainly inspired by Gandalf, as we know D&D rips a lot off from Tolkien. But, like, I don't feel like I'm going to be King of Gondor, or Queen of Gondor, I guess. On my honour, it shall be done. There's still a long road ahead. We'll find another way. I'm not his keeper, and I do not accept your charge. Yeah, I think I know what Eve's going to say here. There's still a long journey ahead. We'll find another way.
Or some other fortune altogether.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
Stabilize Gale's Netherese orb. It's got an achievement for that too. Ha! Okay. Right. Yeah. Not a great start to Act 2. Yeah. What if you don't have Gale with you? What if you don't find him? Or he dies and you don't bother to resurrect him? Or you piss him off so much he doesn't like you and doesn't want to work with you? How does any of that tie into this? Alright, I suppose I better go speak to everybody.